Hi, it's k-ape. Tesla just hit an all-time high. Now why is that? It's not because of current car sales. It's because of the sheer anticipation for FSD, full self-driving, and the commercialization of robotaxis. Right now in Austin, unsupervised robotaxis are actually hitting the streets. On Christmas Eve, Elon Musk shared his experience on X, describing a ride in the passenger seat, no safety monitor, while the Tesla navigated downtown Austin perfectly. Ashok Eluswamy, Tesla's director of AI, even replied, "It's an amazing experience," and posted a 2-minute clip of the drive. But look, the market is still skeptical. Q4 delivery numbers are about to drop and most institutions are predicting a dip. And you know what? They're probably right. Deliveries will likely decrease. Tesla's stock has lost a bit of steam after that all-time high peak. But think about it. Do you really think the big institutions buying Tesla at its peak didn't know the Q4 numbers would be soft? We, the retail investors at the end of the info chain, know it, so everyone knows it. It's already priced in. If the stock rose despite the bad news, it means Tesla's value isn't being driven by car sales anymore. So what is it? Think about your life without Amazon Prime. Is that even possible? As of late 2025, there are roughly 200 million Prime subscribers in the US alone. That's about 74% of the American adult population. Look around your office, at least 7 out of 10 people are subbed. The growth is steady, but the real magic is the retention rate. After the first year, it's 93%. After 2 years, it's a staggering 98%. Honestly, are you using Amazon Prime right now? Have you ever, even for a second, seriously thought about canceling it? Probably not, right? See, if you took away Amazon Prime today, I'm telling you, it would feel like being kicked straight back to the Stone Age. It's that instant gratification we just can't live without anymore. Human beings are wired this way. Once you experience a new level of comfort, the old way becomes unbearable. Now, let's imagine you're a billionaire. You run a massive company. You're busy. You need to work during commutes, or maybe just take a nap. What do? You hire a chauffeur. It costs you, what, $7,000 a month? For a billionaire, that's nothing. You trade money for time, the freedom to be productive or just rest. Once you live with a driver, could you ever go back to white-knuckling it in traffic yourself? Back to Tesla. If you own a Tesla, you can now hire a private chauffeur for $100 a month. That's the price of a couple of drinks at a bar. For $100, you can sleep, catch up on emails, watch YouTube, or play games on your way to the grocery store. Imagine going on a road trip with your partner. You fold the back seats down, get comfortable, and well, you can really connect with each other while the car handles the road. Wait, you're telling me you'd still rather keep your hands on the wheel? Look, hang in there. I get it. Erectile dysfunction is a common struggle for middle-aged guys. Sometimes you just need to feel like you're still in control of something, right? Right now, we're still in the supervised FSD stage, so we're not quite there yet. But I'm telling you, that day is coming, and sooner than you think. Just imagine for a second when unsupervised, FSD becomes the reality. Do you honestly think someone who's experienced that level of freedom could ever go back to a life without it? It's just like when Amazon Prime first launched. People were like, "Oh, that's neat, maybe I'll give it a try." And then boom, before you know it, you've crossed the point of no return. There's no going back to the old way. And trust me, Tesla FSD is going to be exactly the same. Even with this potential, investors still doubt FSD. That's just human nature. Usually the smartest people, the ones who study the hardest, are the most skeptical. They say, "I'll wait until it's proven and profitable before I buy." Look, deep down, most people know Tesla is going to win eventually. It's almost obvious at this point. But the problem is, they keep getting distracted by all the noise. They're constantly shaking because of some headline or some expert report saying FSD is a pipe dream. And they lose sight of the big picture. And they sell. History repeats itself. When iOS and Android were eating the world, people didn't see the structural monopoly coming. They laughed at the iPhone. Remember the famous quote from the Palm CEO? He basically said, "PC guys are not going to just figure this out. They're not going to just walk in." Or Microsoft's Steve Ballmer saying, A $99 Motorola has a physical keyboard and handles emails perfectly. Who in their right mind is going to pay $499 for an iPhone that doesn't even have a keyboard? There's no chance the iPhone is going to get any significant market share. No chance. It sounds rational at the time, right? So people sold their Apple stock and bought Motorola. Let me show you a famous Korean internet meme from all the way back in 2008. This was before the iPhone even launched in Korea. Someone posted a wish list of what a perfect phone would need: a high-res camera, massive storage, a wide screen for movies, and a full GPS. The top comments? Why don't you just tape a laptop to your face? 4 inches. That's too big for a pocket. A phone is for calling and texting. Stop watching cartoons. Fast forward a few years, and every single one of those people had a smartphone in their hand. You'll look back in a year or two and say, man, I shouldn't have sold. I knew Apple was going to make it. But the thing is, by then, you won't have any capital left. Why? Because you chose to invest in Motorola instead, and your portfolio is probably staring at a negative 40% return. See, the cost of not being in the right play, both financially and mentally, the opportunity cost is way higher than most people realize. Opportunity lives where people disagree. Most people still see Tesla as just a car company with a fancy software option. Only a minority realize that FSD is an iPhone moment for the entire transportation industry. Tesla is at an all-time high. It looks expensive. But a few years from now, you might look back and realize today was the cheapest it would ever be. The gap between public perception and reality is where the big money is made. Are you going to be saying the same thing in 2 years? I shouldn't have sold. I knew Tesla was going to make it. If Tesla's stock drops due to the upcoming delivery numbers and earnings, it will be the opportunity of a lifetime. It's the final boarding call before the stock heads to the moon. Don't let history leave you behind. Thank you for watching today. The stock market is about to open. If I make any trades today, I'll share them on my channel's community board between 8 and 9 a.m. Smash like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. K-ape out. Thanks.